Okay, so anyways, we're talking about texture placement. You can go and see the conversation on my YouTube channel. If you go to, if you just type in Morgan McIntyre, you can find my YouTube channel. But the specific videos that talk about literally my word-for-word conversation with potential distributors and potential customers is on the potential little customer, potential distributor videos. And so you can take those little things that I tell you that I say and create those and put those in these texture placement things and make your life so much easier. And the reason why you do I have the exact same conversation with every person that I sign up and every customer that I sign up. One, because, a lot of people have a lot of people don't like the idea of having this script kind of deal for talking with people, and that's because they feel like that it's not, genuine, or that you're not, really being yourself, and I understand that. For me, though, I want to know, one, that I'm being confident and that I'm portraying that confidence. If I don't know what I'm going to say, if I don't have the answers to people's questions, I'm not going to be confident, and that's going to show that I'm not confident, okay? So I want people to know that I'm confident, and by having this script, it shows people that. So let me see what else it says. Okay. I'm trying to think. I feel like there was something else I was gonna say about Instagram. One thing about Instagram is I try to get them off Instagram as quickly as I can. One, because on Instagram, the notifications aren't that great. Two, Instagram deletes your conversation after a little bit, or at least part of your conversation. And you want to know what you went and told those people, because if you're talking to 20 people a day, you're going to forget what you told that specific person. You don't want to be like, so have I told you my story yet? You don't want to not know that. So, there's so many times I have to, scroll back through and I'm like, oh, what did I talk to them about already? What have I already told them? Where do I go from here? And so I want to take them off of Instagram and get them onto a text message or onto Facebook as quickly as I can. Because on Facebook, you can so much more easily manage your friends, see who you want to see, and talk to them, interact with them. We have our online parties on Facebook, and it's easier to invite them to those if they are on your Facebook. So one of the very first things that I do whenever I'm talking to a potential on Instagram, I'll just tell you the very first part of my conversation, because it's going to lead into the Facebook segment we're going to do. Okay, so the first thing is I tell them, okay, let's just talk about, the business. Okay, let's talk about the business side of it. So I would say, oh my gosh, girl, so-and-so, whatever their name is, I think you'd be absolutely amazing at what I do. They're going to say, oh, what do you do? And I'm going to say, well, I'm a rep for It Works Global, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to explain a little bit about what I do. And at the end, I'm going to give them a question, because then that's going to give them something to respond. I'm going to say, pretty simple, right? And then they're going to say, yeah, that sounds pretty simple. And I'm going to say, okay, cool. Well, do you have any other questions? Otherwise, I'd love to tell you my story about how I got started and how this company has completely changed my life if you're interested. And everyone loves a story. Everyone loves to hear about people's lives, and they're nosy and they're interested. They want to hear about your life. They want to know your story. So they'll say, yeah, I'd love to hear more. And then I'll say, okay, awesome. Can I get your number? Or if it's easier, I can get your Facebook. You can add me on Facebook, and then I can message you on there, because the notifications will be easier and everything like that. But really, I'll show you in a second on my shared screen why I want them to add me on Facebook. All that's true, because it is way easier to talk to people on Facebook and on the phone. But there's another way that I want to show y'all how to manage your Facebook and your Facebook friends. It's super cool. So let me share my screen with you again. Okay. Okay, so if you go to your Facebook, this is my Facebook right here, and you go to your friends on the left. Okay, you have to do this on a computer. If you go to the left over friends and you click more, you can create lists. I don't know if y'all know this, but you can create a list of people. So I actually don't ever use the PDT LCs or PLC. I actually just add everyone to this right here. So, for example, all right, I have 2 friend requests. This girl right here is a girl I was talking to about becoming a distributor. She reached out to me today. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to confirm. I told her to add me on Facebook. Now I'm going to click her name, and I'm going to click friends, add to another list, PDT or PLC. So what I can do with that is I can go to here, and I can just see my news feed of all the people who are my potential loyal customers and my potential distributors, so that they're not mixed in with all the other Works distributors. They're not mixed in with my family. They're not mixed in with my friends. I can specifically go and look at those people so that I can remember to like their stuff and to go to their profiles and to interact with them and to comment on their stuff. This is being really slow. But, just interact with them and, like, comment on their stuff. And I don't want it to be just my It Works friends popping up on my stuff over and over again. So you can actually change your, let me see. You can change your news feed. So you can click this, because this is my whole list, and I can just see people on my potential loyal customer and potential distributor list. And what I can do with that is whenever I'm going to add people to a party, I can go through that list, and I can just go through there and find everyone, just like scroll through and add those people to the party. I can add those to our online party. I can invite those people, and those are the people that I'm going to send that message to, asking them if it's okay to invite them, because they're obviously someone who I have talked to about the business before, or a potential loyal customer, or maybe I just added them on Facebook just so that I could talk to them about the business and reach out to them about the opportunity. This right here, I do not know who that is, so I'm going to delete that request. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to find friends on your Facebook. Let's see. Obviously, don't use my computer that often, like my laptop, so this is a little bit different than what my phone looks like, and I'm used to that. So, okay, if I'm going to add new people, a good way to do that is by going to, I don't know if they have it on here, but like your like where it's suggested or whatever, like, you know what I'm talking about, where it's like friend, like people you may know. I'll go through and I'll add a couple of those people, and that, okay, it's not showing up. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to, let's see, my PDT or PLC list. I'm going to find someone on here. So these are just people who I've recently added. Okay, these are people who I've recently talked to about the business or whatever. Okay, she looks like she's about my age. She has a lot of friends, obviously. She's around actually from the same area that I'm from. Okay, so I'm going to go through her friends. And I'm going to go through all friends. And I'm going to find people who I'm not friends with who look like they are my age, or they have a kid in their profile picture. Or like that, like she looks like she's probably engaged. I mean, she has a kid. Okay, so that's perfect. Let me see. I'm going to try to find an example of someone, like, I would probably not add him because he's a dude. I don't want to like add like all these tons of people, but I'm just trying to show you an example. Okay, like this person right here, she's a woman, but her profile picture is kind of blurry. It's not super bright. So I'm going to keep going. This girl looks like she's probably not old enough because she's in a cheer uniform, so she's most likely in high school. She is doing, I think, a sorority thing, so I'm going to do that. She looks like she's into fitness. I'm going to add her because I am too. So that's kind of how I add people, okay? And then whenever they accept me, I add them to that list. So you can remember, I'm going to show you one more time how you can create that list because you're going to want to do that to keep up with everyone that you talk to. So go to friends down here, hover over it and go to more. Then you're going to create list name, and then who you want to add to the list, and you can just create the list and then add people later. Another thing that you can do is go to your friends right here. Go to your friends right here, and then go to recently added. Okay, so let's say this girl right here, that's another random girl that I actually added. She's not a networks distributor, so she's good to go. I can go and add some of her friends, okay? Make sure that they're not a networks distributor because that's not cool. You don't want them to be a networks distributor. You don't want to go and like poach on other people's potentials. So make sure that they're not networks distributor. She's not, so it's fine. Let me see what else I was going to show you. That's something that I found that's super cool too. Okay, actually I'm going to use, okay, so you're going to go, if you want to find local people on your Facebook, go to a local news station. So News Channel 3. That's actually like the one from my hometown. So I'm just going to go to that one. Oh my, okay, I'm going to scroll through that. That's like scary, okay? Y'all did not do well with like gory stuff. Okay, so like you can go to a post, let's see. Okay, this has like a lot of stuff on it. So I'm going to go through here. I'm going to look specifically for people with bright profile pictures or somebody with a kid in their profile picture. This girl does. So I'm going to add her. Let's see. This is a good way for you to find people in your area that you can connect with. So you can kind of have a local team and people that you can hang out with and talk to about the business. And you can even meet up with them for coffee. So it's going to ask you if you know them personally. Just say yes. Obviously, we don't exactly, but we're going to say yes. Okay. So anyway, send a couple of friend requests, and then you can go through those people's friends do the same thing. That's how you can find more people, because maybe that person that you added isn't interested, but maybe their friend is. And here's the thing, guys. You know, you can think of this as like, you know, I feel like I'm bugging people. Like, I feel like, you know, I'm being annoying. Like, I shouldn't add people that I don't know and like all this stuff. Okay. You have the wrong mindset if you think that way. Because here's the thing, guys. People join this company because they're in debt. People join this business because they are literally living off of food stamps. They have to sell their couch to join this company. That's the top income earners. The number one income earners in this company sold their couch because they could not afford to join this business. The number one income earners, now they're making over $200,000 a month. No joke. Like, it's insane, and this company can do that for people. They can totally change their lives. Stephanie and Joel Dunn, they're the number one income earners. They were living off of food stamps before they joined this company. So, guys, seriously, if you don't understand, like, if you feel like you're being annoying, you need to go and read the weekly wrap-ups and that you get in your email, because they show stories of hope. You need to go and look on, like, YouTube. Like, YouTube people's, like, before and after stories, like, before they're at work story. Go look up Jade Hooper before she joined It Works. Like, she tells you about her story all the time. And, like, it's incredible what this company can do. If you need to know, you know, about the products, like, can these products really change people's lives? Like, they've literally given me my life back. Like, I had like a debilitating heart disease, and it's not cured me because there is no cure for what I have. But y'all, they've given me my life back. Like, I get to actually exercise. I get to live life again. I'm not bedridden anymore. They've literally changed my life. That's why I'm so passionate about what I do, because it's changed my life physically and it's changed my life financially. And before it had, I saw what it did for other people. That motivated me to go and talk to everyone that I knew. I wanted to go and talk to the person at the grocery store. I wanted to talk to the people that are on Facebook who I don't even know, because I just love people enough that I want them to know about this. I want them to hear about this opportunity, because they're worth that. Their family is worth that. So don't think of it that way. You have to remember that you have this amazing opportunity at your fingertips. You'd be selfish not to share it with everyone. Another thing really quick I wanted to show you, and this is like the last thing, just 2 more tips on Facebook, then I'm going to let y'all ask your questions if you have any. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to go to see people first. Okay, so actually, this girl right here, I don't know why I didn't confirm her request. I'm pretty sure it did. Okay, so she's already on my PDT or PLC list, right? Okay, but she has not become a distributor yet. She will this week. Don't worry. Okay, so I'm going to go from default. I'm going to go to see first, because here's the thing. I want to see her purse first. I want to see her purse first, because I want to make sure that I see everything that she's posting, because I care about her. I want to show her that I care about her by liking her posts, by commenting on her posts, and all that type of stuff. I'm just trying to show you an example, but nobody that I have like that is posted yet. But if I have someone, because I have a lot of those types of people on here who have told me that they're going to join, or, they're leaders in the company or whatever, they'll have a blue star right up here in the corner, and you can actually see their post first. Anytime they post something, you're going to see it, because it's going to pop up first in your newsfeed. So you don't have to worry about their post getting lost. You can interact with them. You can comment and like every single post that they make, so they cannot forget about you. They cannot stop seeing your posts, because the more you interact with them, the more your posts are going to pop up on their newsfeed, because that's how the Facebook algorithm works. Okay, last thing really quick, I want to talk about groups. You can look up groups on Facebook, like, let's see, makeup. Okay, you're going to look up stuff that you're actually interested in. So maybe you're interested, maybe you're a boy mom. Type in boy mom. There's Facebook groups for that. If you, let's see, if you are a teacher, maybe type that in. If you, whatever you are interested in, like CrossFit or, yoga or makeup or cooking, something like that, there's groups for those. So type in that, go to groups, and there's lots of different groups. Obviously, I've already joined a lot of these, but there are so many groups that you can join. And when you join those groups, your goal in that group is going to be to talk to the people that are in there. So I'm already a part of this group. So what I like to do is I like to see people's posts, and I like to ask them questions, because here's the deal, guys. I joined a makeup group. I don't really wear a lot of makeup. Like, I do wear makeup, but like, I don't really wear a lot. I don't know what a contour really means. I bought a contour kit, and I walked in Sephora, and I was like an idiot, because the guy asked me if I wanted powder, matte, or liquid, and I was like, what? Like, this dude knew more about makeup than I did. I was like, I didn't know there was 2 different kinds. Like, I didn't know that there was more than one. I just wanted that contour thing that I saw on Facebook. And so he was like, okay. So I really don't know that much about Facebook. I mean, makeup. I don't really know that much about it. So I'm not going to probably post this face on the makeup page and be like, guys, look what I can do. Like, I don't even wear foundation. Like, I don't even know about most of the names that people talk about. But I can interact with those people. I may not have a lot to share, but I can interact with those people. Whenever I see a post, I can ask them, like, oh my gosh, where'd you get that? Like, is it on sale? Like, did you get a good deal? If someone posts their makeup of the day, I can be like, oh my gosh, girl, you look beautiful. Like, you look amazing. Like, pay people compliments. Like, it's so fun to compliment people, because it makes you feel good too. Like, I love complimenting people. Tell people that their hair looks amazing. Like, it's fun. Talk to people, make new friends. And like, when you comment on somebody's page, that opens opens up that friendship. That opens up that line of communication where you feel comfortable. You can go send them a friend request. You can friend that person. You can be friends with them. You can Facebook message them and ask them, girl, I saw that shirt that you were wearing in that picture you just posted. Where did you get that? That's so cute. And that makes y'all friends. So then whenever you go and talk to people about the products or the business or whatever, it's a friend that's coming to them and talking to them. And maybe you won't even have to be the person to bring it up because they're going to see your post. They're going to see that you're talking about this business and they're like, how can I do that? Like, what can I do to do what you're doing? Like, I want a part of that. So let me share my screen really quick. Hang on. Okay. So let's see. You can kind of see who's like the popular people. Like, she obviously probably posts a little bit more than this girl who doesn't have like really anyone who liked or commented on it. And if you can get this person right here to, even try a product, you can get that person, like, let's say she tries hair, skin, and nails. She has amazing results in her first month. She loves the product. Be like, hey, Michaela, will you post your before and after on our makeup group and be like, guys, I love this product? Because she's not selling it. She's not even marketing it. She's just saying, I love this product. Like, do you see a difference? Because I absolutely love my results. And then all these people are going to be like, oh my gosh, what are you using? And then she can say, your skin and nails, I don't sell it, but you can get it from this girl. And then they will refer her to me, or she'll refer them to me. And so you can like find people like that who are like the popular people, like on the groups and on the pages, even though it sounds like high school. It's a thing. So you can go through and you can like it, you can comment on it, whatever. Or you can post in there. You can post about, stuff that you did. Like, I mean, obviously, if you're really good at makeup, then you can post about stuff in that. Or if you're a mom, then you can post about your kid at soccer practice. You can ask people for advice. I was a part of a nanny support group because I used to be a nanny when I first joined this business. Use groups to find new people and find new friends on Facebook, and a lot of them will come to you about the products in the business. That's how I've gotten a lot of potentials from that. So get creative with your posts. Like, one time I posted in makeup group, which I had to get really creative to post in this makeup group, y'all. I was like freaking out. I was like, there's no way I'm about to do this. But I did because I was talking about my skin, because I've been using the It Works skincare. So I was like, oh my gosh, all my skin is so much like more healthy. Like, I feel like so good even without makeup. And which is so funny because a lot of these girls wear a lot of makeup, but whether they feel like they have to or not, like a lot of them just do it for fun, but some of them do it because they have really bad skin and they feel like they have to do something to cover it up. And so, I'll tell them like, I feel so good without makeup. My skin looks so amazing. I love the products I've been using. And then they'll ask me what I've been using, and I'll just say, hey, message me or whatever. Like, oh my gosh, It Works cleanser or toner. Like, let me know if you want more information. I can show you where you can get it. And, like, you don't have to say, and you probably shouldn't say, like, text me if you want some, because it's, like, selling, and a lot of the groups don't like that. But if you say, like, oh, my gosh, text me, and I can tell you where to get it, then you can tell them to go to your website. But you don't have to say that on the thing. So you kind of have to be creative and, like, talk to people about the products without talking to people about the products. One quick thing I wanted to show y'all about Instagram real quick. I know a lot of you have other jobs, and you're busy, and you have other responsibilities to do and stuff like that. You can't just sit on Instagram all day and like everyone's post in your newsfeed. You can't just comment on people's posts in your newsfeed. You don't have time for that. I do this full time, and I don't have time for that, okay? So I understand. Like, you don't want to spend your time doing that. But you need to. You need to interact with your friends. You need to interact with your followers, because you want them to see that you care, that you like their posts, that you comment, especially commenting. Because if someone comments on my post, I'm going to go stalk them for about 30 minutes just because that's me. I just like to go look at people's lives. And so if they're that type of person too, and you comment on their picture, they're going to go and stalk you, and they're going to see your posts. So go to Instagram. This is the way to do that without having to actually literally yourself go through there. This does it for you. So it's Instagram.com. There's not an app for it. You just go to the website. Okay, so in the last 3 days, it's liked 1,331 pictures for me, and it's commented on 163 people's pictures. Okay, I did not do any of that. It did that all for me. So you can go to your settings. I have it doing all of that. Okay, so it's like $2 for 3 days. I usually do the $10 for 30 days just because that's not that much for every month. If that's not something that you can afford, just do it for 3 days, do it here and there. That's totally fine, whatever you can do. But it is actually really inexpensive, especially for if you're going to want to grow your business through Instagram. It's a really great way to do it without a lot of time and without a lot of money. So make sure that you just kind of look through here. A lot of the stuff, I mean, I figured it all out on my own, and I promise if I can figure it out on my own, you can too, because I'm technologically illiterate. But it's not that hard. Just kind of read through here and understand what the stuff means. So like media age, you want it to like the newest stuff. Media type, it can be pictures or videos. I wrote a lot of the stuff that I wanted it to say. It had some random stuff at the beginning. It was like, nice profile, and like all this stuff that did not sound like me. So I changed it to this stuff because I wanted to make sure that I had put something like, general enough to where it could fit any picture, because it just kind of sorts through those and just posts it on whatever. So I have it following, and I have it unfollowing people who don't follow me back. I have it following usernames. So people that like Pink Coconut Boutique, it's following those people. It's following people who like this boutique. It's following this, which is like a kid store, like a kid like clothing thing. So it's gonna follow moms. This is a yoga thing, I think, and I don't actually remember what that is. So, but it's following people who I've specifically chosen them to follow, those people who follow those profiles. So anyways, go to instagrass.com, link it to your account, go and look at the different settings, have it do that for you. That way you can like and comment on people's stuff. People are going to see your stuff more often by you doing that, because then they're going to go and stalk you after you like or comment on their picture and they don't really know who you are. And then they're going to reach out to you about the products or about the business. So that's one thing that I wanted to share with you. And then just two last little tips is consistency is key. You hear me say that all the time, but seriously, y'all, consistency is key. I cannot say it enough. There are so many times where I've been like, I'm not even going to post anymore. Like, what's the point? Like, nobody sees my post anyways. And then someone will reach out to me out of the blue on Instagram, which they don't usually do that. Like, I haven't had that happen in forever. People do that though. People recently in the last couple of days, because I've been even more consistent in my posting than I was even before, they've come up to me and they've been like, oh my gosh, what do you do? And a lot of them, I scrolled back up through our messages and I specifically reached out to them in February or March. And I was like, hey, you should do this business with me. And they said no. They literally said, no, I'm not interested. I said, okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Like, that's cool. They stayed following me though, and I stayed consistent. And that girl who messaged me that today, I told her, I was like, you need to do this with me. She was like, no, I don't want to do this. I'm not interested. I said, okay, that's fine. That's the girl who just added me on Facebook. That's the girl who's going to be joining my team this week. No joke. She's doing it. Like, we're going to get her on the team. But, like, seriously, like, I'm telling you, you have to be consistent, because if I stop posting, she would never have seen my pictures. She would not have reached out to me today, and her life is not going to be changed this week. I did not stay consistent. She would have forgotten about me, or she would have wanted her life changed and someone else would have, reaped what I had sown, because I was the first person to reach out to her. So, be consistent. People are going to start coming to you. People who said no are going to come back. If you reach out to someone about the products or about the business and they're like, I'm not really interested in the business, then feel free to reach out to them about the products. Be like, okay, I totally understand. That's fine. This business is for anyone, but it's not for everyone. So, that's totally fine. But would you be interested in maybe learning some more about the products? We have amazing products. They're all natural. And we've got something to fit every goal that you may have. And then they're like, oh my gosh, yeah, maybe I actually would be interested. Could you message me some more information? This girl named Erin did that the other day. So yeah, like, just don't be scared to, if someone says no, they're not interested in the opportunity, don't be scared to be like, okay, well, what about the products? Or vice versa. Like, I don't have the money for products, then you need to do this business. And then, I just wanted to share with y'all, I know that it's so normal to want to quit or to think, oh, this business isn't for me, or to, get past your first 2 months with this business and, like, say you didn't get the Ruby bonus or whatever, and you're like questioning yourself. You're like, is this business even for me? Like, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I haven't maybe this isn't for me. Like, I haven't signed up anybody in a week. Like, nobody messages me back. Nobody responds to my messages. Like, I just feel like this is not for me. Know that it is going to take time. Okay. And I'm going to share a Periscope that my friend Sydney did yesterday on this. It was so good. It was so true. And like, literally, like, she took the words out of my mouth. But it takes time. Like, it honestly, it takes time. And there are people who I talked to for the first time in like last November or last February who are just now signing up as customers and distributors. And to be completely honest with y'all, and I don't share this very often, but I almost quit in November of last year. I'm like legitimately almost quit. Okay. Because I had gone Ruby in that January. I had gone Ruby. So January of 2015, I went Ruby. And November of 2015, I was still a Ruby. Okay. And I was like, this business is stupid. Like, this is not for me. I don't care. Like, I should be past Ruby right now. There are other girls who joined like literally the same month that I did, and they're triple diamonds, and I'm a Ruby. And like, I can't even freaking get past this rank because I've been a Ruby for almost a year. This is dumb. And like, I was upset. I was frustrated. I was like, this is not for me. But praise the Lord that I had gotten on the cruise. I had earned the cruise that summer, and it was November. And I was like, I can't quit this business before I go on this cruise, because the cruise is in December. I was like, I can't quit this business. So I went on the cruise in December. I stayed with the business. And y'all, I got so pumped up at that cruise. So let this be like, whatever. I wasn't planning to tell you all this, but let that be something like, you need to go to events. You have to be around people who are in this business so that you remember that you're not alone, and you can get these amazing tips from these people. Okay. So December, I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm pumped up. I'm about to go and I'm about to blow this out of the water. January, I fight harder than I've ever fought before. February, they announced double good bonuses. They announced that they brought back the bonuses, $10,000 if you go diamond. And that's what I was shooting for. But they doubled it. So $20,000 if I go diamond. But they added an emerald bonus, which is, it goes from ruby to emerald to diamond. And I wasn't even emerald, and I was shooting for diamond. Okay, so I was a ruby, and they had added an emerald bonus, $2,000 to go emerald. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to do this in February. I'm gonna go diamond, and I'm going to get $22,000 in bonuses. So I worked harder than I'd ever worked before, even harder than I worked in January. I had one of my Ruby legs fall apart, and I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm going to sign up 6 more people, and we're going to get them to Ruby. We're going to do this. Like, I can do this. And I did, and I earned the $22,000 in bonuses. Do you think that would have happened if I had quit in November? No. But in November, I didn't know that I was going to go Ruby or diamond in February. So you don't know how close you are to a major breakthrough, so you cannot quit. No matter if you haven't signed people in forever, no matter what happens, you cannot quit, because you don't know how close you are to reaching that next step. Okay? And then y'all, seriously, even after I went diamond in, what was it? I don't remember the month. It was this summer, like literally just a few months ago. It was not long ago. I questioned it again. I was like, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe this isn't for me. As a diamond leader with the company, earned a $22,000 bonus, and I almost gave it up. I almost quit. I was like, you know what? Like, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I should find something else to do. Just work a typical 9-to-5 job. How stupid is that? Like, what the heck was I thinking? But I'm just telling y'all that to show you that I have these thoughts too. It's normal. It's okay. But you cannot give into it, because there's something so amazing about this business and this opportunity that we have at our fingertips. You cannot give that up. So do not quit, because you never know how close you are to a breakthrough. And if I had quit in April or when, I can't remember when that was, but literally 1, 2, 3, 4 of you on this chat would not be here if I had quit. Like, you may be on a different team, like you may have joined still, but you would not have been on my team. I would not have the opportunity to talk to you. I would not have the opportunity to be your leader and to help you to succeed. So I just think so many times how, like, I've thought about quitting, and I'm so thankful that I didn't, because I would not be here right now. You would not be here right now. And I'm just so thankful that God brought me this business, and that He's continued to, like, you know, basically like slap me in the face very like fatherly like and be like, you're dumb, stop thinking that, you're supposed to be in this business, quit being weird. Hang on. Oh, Michaela just sent that. Okay. So if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, we are finished. Does anybody have any questions? You'll just have to unmute yourself and then you can ask. It can be about something that I talked about tonight that you want me to elaborate on, or it can be about something that I didn't talk about that you want me to. Jessica, are you talking? Unmute yourself. Hang on. Hang on, let me unmute you.
Okay, I did. No, I was thinking. I wasn't talking. I was thinking about what I should add.
Oh, okay. I was like, I can't hear you.
Okay, like, what if you... I'm trying to see. I had so many questions now. Just give me a second. I had so many questions. Now I can't think of it.
Okay.
Maybe somebody else will ask my question.
Does anybody else have any questions? While you're thinking, y'all smile. Okay. Y'all about to be on the face pages. Did you think of it, Jessica?
They'll come back to me later. Huh?
Did you think of it?
I can't right now. It'll probably come back to me later, so I may just like ask you in a text message, but
okay.
It has left the building.
Okay. If you think of it later and it's like something that's like really good and I'm like, oh, I think everybody could like benefit from that, then I'll just like post it on the chat or something.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
Like answer you and then just like post what we talk about in the chat. But okay.
Oh, I remember.
Go ahead.
Okay, so like the pictures that you get that you post, like of the results from the products, do you get those from It Works or do you just find them online? I came in on that part when you were talking about it.
So actually a lot of those, like I follow a lot of people who are with It Works on Facebook. Like I friend a lot of them. So go through Diamonds Are Forever, find people who maybe answer questions, because if they are answering questions, they probably have been in for a little bit longer than maybe someone asking a question. Not always, but sometimes. And then you can go and like, follow those people, friend those people. And then you can get pictures from them, before and afters from me. I have tons of them on my page.
Okay.
Or the Rap Crew Graphics has that too, and I always forget to add people to that. But if y'all need me to add you, send me a text message and be like, hey, you did not add me to that page, and I'll add you. I think Delane asked me the other day. She was like, I don't think I'm on that page, and I was like, oh crap, I forgot to add you. Of course, I always forget to add people to that. But yeah, so it's about to kick us off again, but that's where I get them from. So feel free to go to my page. If you go to my Facebook, all my before and afters are still there.
Right. I didn't want to like steal your pictures and like start a post.
No, yes, do, because they're not all. I mean, they're not mine or my customers always either. So you